All right, here we go. Welcome in on a Thursday. Thursday, December the 18th, and all is well. Yeah, how's everybody doing out there? You're a week away from Christmas. A week from today. Old Santa Claus is he's going to have come down that chimney, you know. Or, you know, if you don't have a chimney, I guess, you know, through one of the doors with his magic key, et al. Something like that, etc. Yeah, so 1 week. For those who need to do some, you know, shopping for your significant other, is it less difficult nowadays because of Amazon and all that kind of stuff? You can just pay for that overnight shipping. Again, bless the hearts of all the delivery folks out there that are working overtime and that sort of thing. Yeah, and you know, look, a week from Christmas, I'm just gonna be real with you. As we start the show today on this Thursday, 1 week away from Christmas morning, it's weird. It's weird because I'm in the Christmas spirit, you know, and as a professing Christian believer in the Bible and in Jesus, we're going to celebrate his birthday. Well, is that a big deal? Yeah, that's a big deal. And I have all that stuff on my mind and in my heart and seeing family and doing some of that stuff. And it's like a whole lot of in my head and in my heart that is normally taken up by sports is some other things out there this time of year. What about you? I mean, or should we just make room for all of it? Maybe we'll try that. And I hope you'll get in here today and help me. Voice is hanging in there. Getting better. I mean, I'm getting better. I'm still not over whatever the crud is. You know, you test negative for everything, but you're sick as a dog. I've been that way for about a week. But, you know, I am getting better, but I'm still not 100%. So the more you talk, the better off I am. And so get on in here today. Lots of ways for you to be a part of the show. You can comment on the live stream. Hey, if you're out there in YouTube or Facebook or X, formerly Twitter, you know, anywhere social media land, watching the live stream, just post a comment. It pops up here nice and neat on this screen, like in this column right here on the screen. I could click it, and then it pops up on the screen. Everybody else can see it. We can see your comments that way. So get on in here with us. You can also text me on the Country Pleasing text line. Country Pleasing sausage on grocery store shelves all around the Southeast. It's the best. My humble opinion. Many others share that same opinion. I told you I'm in on some jalapeno and cheddar again, and I will admit I ate some for lunch. Fried it up, and then I had the big old block of that sharp cheddar cheese, and I cut big chunks of that. Had some saltine crackers with that and jalapeno and cheddar sausage. Yeah, buddy. So I'm good to go. I'm happy. And I got hot coffee from New Albany. I got no excuse. Number to text the show is 885-3776. Got it? 601 number, 885-3776. And call me on the junction phone. You need to call me at number 897-1059, 601 number. The Junction delis all across the state, fueled by Prince Oil Company. And they've been fueling Central Mississippi since 1960. So the number to call, there it is, 897-1059. Let's see, Robbie. See, this is how it is. We just have conversations around here. There's nothing formal. There's nothing formal going on. Robbie says, "It's all good, brother. How are you?" Yeah, I'm hanging in there, Robbie. I'm a happy fella. How about you? You done your Christmas shopping? Your gift wrapping? Yeah, Robbie, I don't know how old you are. I've seen those memes go around that says, hey, if you were born in a year that starts with 19, don't try to wrap presents sitting in the floor. Your back's going to hurt when you go to get up and be stiff walking around like Fred Sanford for a couple of days. So, I don't know if that's you. That's me, though. That is certainly me. We gotta check in with Beav. Somebody left something for Beaver in the Farm Bureau Insurance studio. Farm Bureau Insurance. Go with the home team. They are your home team. Beav, somebody left you a present?
No, not for me. I don't know what is going on here. So I walk into the studio. Well, let's start it yesterday, because yesterday evening, I think, when we were walking out, there was a giant teddy bear. I'm talking like probably 3 feet tall.
It is
giant.
huge.
Yeah, giant teddy bear. Did you get the picture?
I'm looking at the picture you sent me right now. Yeah, when you first told me teddy bear, I didn't picture the giant one.
Yeah, it's a giant teddy bear. And yesterday afternoon, out of nowhere, we were walking out, and it was sitting up front in the lobby in a chair, because me and Jake were walking out at the same time. We were like, what is that? Where did that come from? Why is that here? That's extremely random. What's even more random, fast forward to now, I walk into the studio. It's here in the studio, sitting in the back of the studios, and someone has taken, last summer, we got a bunch of these random ESPN T-shirts sent to us. Someone took that bear, put one of those shirts on it, and has stuck it in the back of the studio here. But I don't know who. I don't know why.
Yeah.
For what purpose? It's all so strange.
Okay, it is. This giant teddy bear. The T-shirt, somebody went to the trouble, because Beaver, you take a T-shirt, like a kid's T-shirt that actually fits this giant teddy bear, it's kind of a chore to put it on that thing. Went to the trouble to thread the teddy bear into this T-shirt. It's an ESPN T-shirt with just the words across the front. It says "Sports Forever," with a little ESPN logo on there. And somebody's left that for you okay, but you saw it up front first.
Yeah. It was up front in the lobby yesterday.
Okay. See, I'm thinking somebody left it or had it, or whatever. I'm thinking up front there was a conversation of, hey, let's throw that teddy bear away. Or who do you have? You have somebody you can give it to, and somebody came up with the idea, hey, put the sports shirt on it and stick it in the sports room. That's one theory.
Well, but another theory.
What's another theory?
I have the theory. No one else has thought of this, and now this place is about to be destroyed. This building is about to be destroyed, because what we have here, this could have been sent to this radio cluster from a rival radio company in the area. And, because you like history, let's talk about history. I think right. there was some historical issue with, I don't know, blankets that were given and infected with things, and it was trickery. Has this rival radio station infected this teddy bear with, I don't know, maybe they put some fleas on it.
Hey,
they sent it over here, and they're like, just stick it in WRKS.
Mm-hmm. I think you might need to get your pocket knife out, do a little surgery, and make sure there's not a camera inside that thing. Like you're being spied on right now and you didn't realize it.
Oh, that is another strong theory. Surveillance.
Yeah.
Spy.
Yeah. But if there's nothing like that, take it home and give it to your missus. Really? And just tell her you bought it for her. Take all the crap. Really? I mean, in my experience, your girlfriend, your wife, they like to get that giant teddy bear, that 3 foot tall teddy bear. They like that. Take it home, Beav. Nobody. I do want to know the story behind it, though. I do want to know. State Grad 98. Beaver, State Grad 98 is taking full credit for this. He says, I left you the teddy bear, Beav. There was a card attached, but apparently it got lost.
That he would. That lines up.
It would line up?
Seems like something State Grad would do.
Okay, but he didn't put a T-shirt on it. though, because you saw it without the T-shirt. So why is if somebody is leaving gifts for you at the front, why is someone then taking it and putting a T-shirt on it? None of this adds up to me.
This is a downright Sarah McLachlan. We are building a mystery, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this before the end of this show.
Okay, all right. We got a couple
I'm gonna do my
hours,
best at least.
Yeah, just a little less than 2 hours to get to the bottom of it. Now, somebody texted in, Beav, and said maybe Chris Brooks left it. And see, full disclosure, State Grad has said, no, I didn't really leave it. He said, it is definitely something I would do. He said, but I didn't leave it. So he was just playing around about claiming it. Somebody else said maybe Chris Brooks left it. Now, Brooks was there yesterday?
Yeah, Brooks was in for 2 hours, actually, of Jake's show yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, I saw something on social media a little while ago that Brooks posted. And I won't get into the details, Beaver, but you know what? You know what I thought about? And I think the next time that Brooks is here, we need to call him out. And it's probably it's going to be you're going to have to do it because it's really rare that he comes on my show. Beav, do you remember back in the day when he was still doing a radio show here at the station that Chris Brooks was one of these people who was vocally always very, very in favor of pay for play for college athletes?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And now that the whole thing is a big steaming pile of, smoking dumpster fire, garbage, a barn fire, the whole thing is this gigantic mess that nobody likes, and even the people that are in it complain about all of it. And I got some more of that for you today. Where are the people like Chris Brooks who lobbied for this crap to begin with? Why don't they take a little responsibility for it? Do you think Chris would admit that what we have right now is a laughable garbage fire mess of college sports? Would you think that Chris would admit that?
It's hard to tell with that guy. I think maybe he would.
Okay, and I think maybe he would too. Maybe. And if we asked him, we'd have to ask him and see, but maybe he would admit it. And then we'd have to say, well, Chris, you were lobbying for all this. How could you have been so short-sighted only 4 or 5 years ago to not realize that this kind of thing was going to be the result? How do you think Chris would take that kind of questioning if I were doing that? You know what he would do? He'd make a joke and laugh it off, but I think deep down inside he'd get really mad at me.
Probably.
But I do think that there ought to be some sort of consequence, even if it's just as simple as reputationally. For all the people like Brooks who just couldn't wait for them to open the lid where you could just open pay for play players. And now look what we have. And then some of these people that go, yeah, well, a lot of people are still watching on TV. Really? That's because they're not there. They wouldn't dare spend their own money to actually go. In some of these cases. Of course they're watching it on TV. But first one of these today and the first one of these in a while. But I digress. Look, let me just go ahead and throw that out the window also. In all trueness and fairness, I love Chris. He's a great fella. Think a lot of him. But Beaver, he didn't leave some gift or some teddy bear at the radio station. The only thing he ever does is take stuff.
True. Very true.
Name one gift he's ever brought up there and left there for you or anybody else. Okay? Still waiting. Now, let's name the things he's taken. Number one, your chicken that was supposed to be for you that time. The COVID Alpha Media, ESPN, the Zone 105.9 hand sanitizer. Took it.
I didn't think you'd remember that one. He sure did, man. He used up all that stuff and then said, I'm going to take one with me for the road.
I need one for the road. My man. He's like, and then caught it. After that, Beeve, I would not dare say serves him right because it was way too much of a close call. The man was really sick. But after stealing hand sanitizer, caught COVID. I'm not joking about it, though. It's not a laughing matter. Or can we laugh about it since he lived?
I think so. Yeah.
Right.
I think it's safe to look back on and laugh now. I'll give you a third thing he took.
What?
I think he took a lot of people, like specifically for Jason and Flagstaff. I think Chris took a lot of their hearts with him when he abandoned anyone who liked his show, when he abandoned them and put on Chuck Oliver in his place. And since then, there's been a lot of texts I've seen. Chuck Oliver's the worst.
And you wouldn't be dealing with any of that if Chris had just kept on doing his show like he should have done. I 100% agree with that.
I see Bill out there. Let's see if Bill knows about this.
All right,
Billiam.
So get his attention. Get Billiam's attention, or Cowboy Bill, Uncle Bill. I don't really ever know what he wants to be called.
What is that doing down back there? Where did this bear come from?
I don't have any idea.
Bill has no idea.
Bill has no idea either.
Where did Big Bear come from?
Hey, Bill, I need to talk to Bill. Can you turn his mic on real quick for me?
Yeah, he's on.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
Bill.
here. I can use the microphone.
Okay, hey, Bill.
Hey.
I
man.
know that on a day like today, 1 week from Christmas, on a Thursday, middle of the day, that you are involved in, some big projects. But I need you to fit something else in.
Okay.
We need some help. Like, can you go up to the front and ask around and see if we can find out what the story behind this teddy bear is? Beeve would do it, but he's fooling with me on this show, having to push the buttons and stuff.
Well, somebody found one of the shirts that ESPN sent us.
I know.
There. It says Sports Forever.
Well, see, and that's what I told Beaver. If somebody had just left the teddy bear for someone as a gift, someone else wouldn't have grabbed it, put an old raggedy T-shirt on it, and stuffed it in the back of the sports room.
Well, just call me Sherlock. I'm going to
All
be
right.
investigating.
And come on back when you find out.
Okay.
All right. There goes Bill. Did you hear that? No, he took off so fast it went, pew. Hey, Beeve.
Hey.
You proud of me for mentioning that he's got some big projects going on?
Yeah, because then you hit your laugh track. It didn't even know.
My man, Bill. Love that guy. Joe Mailman texted in on the Country Pleasing text line, Beaver, and said he left you some food out of the garbage. Oh, no, that was Brooks?
Yeah, that was Brooks.
Wait, he pulled it out of the garbage?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it was up front. Now Jake's out there.
Now
Wasn't
Jake's
that up front? Yeah, it was up front 2 days ago or yesterday.
Hey, tell Jake that we need him
What
to
I'm
investigate.
thinking, maybe.
Tell Jake we need to get him to investigate, and let's have he and Bill going out there and trying to figure it out at the same time.
Just a
Okay,
couple
we
detectives.
think that explains it. That
All right.
Somebody brought it for the toy drive.
Oh,
Yeah, then, in fact, Jay and I just took all the toys over to the police academy to give them out today.
okay.
And I think that must have been up front, and they didn't want to put that in the toy drive because it's so big.
Because it's so
And somebody
big.
put a shirt, put a shirt on it, and brought it back here, and put it in the control room.
Okay.
Thought about, but I wondered
think that's
why
what
they
it
would
is.
leave that out.
Well,
Well, it's
maybe
kinda big.
okay, a 3-foot teddy bear means that you can't give a 3-foot teddy bear to everybody.
No.
And then
I think
how do
it's
you
about 4 feet.
how do you single one person out and give them a 3-foot teddy bear?
This was almost 4 feet tall.
Okay.
It's a big bear, man. He's putting a chain on it now. There you go. The
Did he put the
chain.
49ers chain on it?
Yeah.
That's great.
Jake's putting the chain on it right now.
All
You
right.
get it over the head. The head's so big, it's hard to get on there.
Beav or Jake,
if it's
one
over
of you.
Beaver's head, it'll fit over that head.
He broke it. See,
He broke it.
dude, just broke the chain.
No. Who
He
broke
broke
it?
my chain, Matt Wyatt.
Who
Well, it
broke
clips
it?
Together. It
Jake?
clips together. He broke.
Jake broke the 49ers chain? Is it
Yeah,
officially
Jake.
like really broken, or can we put it back together?
He'll put it back together.
It's broke.
Dad, gummit, Jake.
I guess. Oh, we need to get some strong glue, I guess.
What did you do to it, Jake? He doesn't know. He's
Oh,
supposed to be. He studied engineering at Mississippi State, and he can't figure out a chain. Hey, he got it. He got it back together.
need some super
What you
glue
got
or
to do
something.
is you got to go around the neck with it, like you're putting it on your girlfriend. You know, how you
Come on
turn
now.
around and you put it on and you clip it. You know, and let it.
Yeah, those little clasps. Okay,
Little
look,
clasp.
I need somebody, Beaver, take a picture of that thing in the 49ers chain, send that over to me, okay? And then I'm going to put that on my Twitter feed, or formerly Twitter. Now it's X, so that people who are listening that want to take a look at it, they can see what we're talking about. We think we've gotten to the bottom of it. Okay. All right. And, here's the embarrassing thing about all of this. It literally took 4 of us 15 minutes to deal with this teddy bear. Now, and I will just say this. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a heck of a way to open a radio show. A radio show on a Thursday before, the week before Christmas. Little investigative work from a host and an engineer. And the rest of us. Sports after this. Stick around.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Farm Bureau Insurance in Mississippi. Local agents in all 82 counties. So here's what that means. You have that fender bender, hopefully you don't, but let's say you do at an odd time. Something goes on. It's Saturday night at 11 p.m. You don't have to wait until Monday morning to call some 800 number and talk to someone 3 states away. You've got your agent's phone number right there on your phone because you go to church with him. Your kids go to school together. He lives right down the road. You see each other at the ball games on Friday nights. So it's personal with your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in all 82 counties in this entire state. And if anything does arise and you need to, run it up the chain or up the flagpole, the home offices for Farm Bureau Insurance are in Jackson, Mississippi. It's right here in the state of Mississippi. It doesn't get more local than and personal, the service that you get with Farm Bureau Insurance in Mississippi. I can't recommend them highly enough. And if you haven't, recently, let them give you a quote. Home, life, auto. It's Farm Bureau Insurance. Go with the home team.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Well, look at what we have here. Christmas come early. Boom. Little green onion country pleasing. That's not all. Little original smoked sausage flavor. That's not all. Jalapeno and cheddar. It has to be one of my favorite, just judging by how much of that stuff I eat. Oh, can't forget. Andouille. Don't be saying andouille, it's andouille. And last, but not least, pork and pineapple. Bun size, 3 links bun size. Look at that right there. Whee! Be careful. Come on with it. It's mine. Come here, jalapeno. Oh, that's all mine. Country pleasing sausage. We'll be right back after this message from C Spire. My name is Matt Wyatt. I host the Matt Wyatt radio show out of my home using C Spire fiber.
And when we hit the road as a family, Matt's show goes with us, thanks to C Spire Wireless.
Its ultra-reliable nationwide network lets me broadcast live from anywhere.
And never miss a moment that matters.
Connecting you to what inspires you most on C Spire's blazing fast 5G network. And right now, get your choice of free phone. That's customer inspired. That's C Spire.
Y'all like coffee? I know you do. Check it out. Little High Point Roasters from New Albany, Mississippi. That is the breakfast blend. It's a whole bean. And if you notice, that's how much I've had already. Brazil Oberon. Not Orgeron or Orgeron, you LSU. No, Brazil Oberon. That ain't all. We got that. What flavor is that? Papua New Guinea, grade AA. Bring it on. High Point Roasters, New Albany, Mississippi. Roast it right there. That's whole bean. One more. I got more. Ah, tried and true. Magnolia Blend. High Point Roasters coffee, New Albany, Mississippi. It is the best. All right, so I sent out the picture of the bear, and actually including something that I didn't even think of. But this almost 4 foot tall teddy bear with a sports radio T-shirt, wearing a gold chain with a huge 49ers emblem off of it, that is now sitting back there in the corner of the studio, the Farm Bureau Insurance studio. Farm Bureau Insurance, go! The home team. This is now the official mascot, the official radio mascot of the Zone 105.9 and the Matt Wyatt Show from 12 to 2. You're on the radio. It's the official mascot. We have an official mascot. Beaver, not everybody has an official mascot. We have one now. And I got all kinds of ideas popping up in my head. This bear could be something that... Well, no, no, Annie. Ole Miss already tried the Bears. Didn't work. That was all fake. Not coming back. Plus, this is not a black bear. This is more of a brown. This is more of a brown bear. Okay, I made her, Beaver, she didn't like my comment, and she just told me that it's because she included you. Okay, she said it's because you and Beaver are the bad news bears. We could auction this thing off and raise some money for charity or something. We can go. I have myself, Beaver, have always wanted to actually be a mascot. To get to do it at least one time where you're inside the mascot suit. Let's go all out. Let's raise some money. Let's get the whole suit. I'll go out on radio remotes dressed as this bear. And the only thing we have left to do is give it a name. So, I don't know if now, a week before Christmas, is the time to do it. But at some point, today or something, at some point, we've got to kick off an official Name the Bear contest. Beav, what do you think about all that? Yes, no, maybe? We can always work on it. I mean, this is all totally spur of the moment. There's been no previous planning whatsoever. Anything I just said is all me. It's got no approval by anyone else. It's just where it is. All right. Let's go to the live stream. Gene on Facebook. What's up, Gene? He says, lady basketball team is 11-1 after last night's win. Yeah, that's right. So almost a 50-point win. So a 48-point win last night for Mississippi State's women's basketball team. They beat Alabama State 105-57. State's women are 11-1. They're 10-0 at home. So it's been all home games. Last night, Ole Miss's women beat Valley by not quite, but almost 70 points. A 68-point win. They beat Valley 102-34. I mean, wow. Yeah, but off to a good start. Let's see here. Is it Shay or Shaw? I'm going to go with Shay. Says on YouTube, Matt, thanks for your positivity and especially your comments about the Christmas season and what it means to Christians. Also, I'm a huge dyed-in-the-wool Alabama fan. Thanks for keeping the SEC great. Well, I appreciate the kind words, so you get a little bit of your fight song. There you go. Brad commented on Facebook, said, what receivers coach is Levy going to get? I don't know, Brad. I don't know. I have a feeling it's one of these where I'll find out when you do, but I don't have any info on that. Fran said on Facebook, listening from Denver. Good to hear you. Well, hey, all the way out in Colorado. Time zone is that? Mountain? Glad you're in there tuning in out in Denver. What's the temperature? You got snow around you? I'm jealous of that snow. We're going to be nice and balmy and warm. You can wear your shorts and short sleeves around here on Christmas next week. It's going to really warm up. All right. Jay on Facebook says, completely off topic. Says, I saw where you took pictures with an old camera. I came across a Polaroid automatic land camera 440 and donated it to Tupelo High School. Can you find film for it? Probably around 60 years old in mint condition. You know, I'll say this, Jay, without looking it up. Some of the old Polaroid cameras, you can find some film for it, and you can take some of the newer Polaroid film cartridges and adapt them to fit some of the older cameras. Some people know how to do that, but it's certain ones. You know, basically Polaroid died, dead as a doornail, went away, quit, gone, all that, and then boom, some guy resurrected it 10 or 12 years ago. And so you have all this new iteration of Polaroid, and you actually have, I have one of the newer Polaroid cameras that's fashioned like the old one. Just put the cartridge in, take pictures, spits it out, turn it over, let it develop. But all that's a little different. So I would have to look up the specific model, but I will tell you some people have figured it out, how to do that. The old technology on the old Polaroid film that was actually coming out of those cameras in the 70s and 80s, that's no more. It doesn't exist anymore. Let's see. Danny on YouTube says, Hail State, Matt. You know what, Danny? Just for you. There you go. Little Hail State just for you, Danny. Thank you. He said the third week of Advent is all about joy. Joy, all caps, joy. He says, while happiness is based on circumstances, joy is a state of mind. I love it. I love it. And Danny, isn't it, biblically, isn't the idea that, happy is, it'll come and go. It's shakeable. Whereas joy, real joy isn't. It doesn't come and go and it isn't shakeable. And on the Naming the Bear contest, Jared is in with his choice of Graham. We said name the bear Graham. Okay, so there's our first nominee for naming the bear. We're going to make it the official mascot of this radio show. And I'm going to get a full bear suit and wear it around. And it'll be just as popular as the last time somebody tried to make a bear their mascot. Watch. State Grad 98 on the Country Pleasing text line says, Chuck Oliver isn't bad. Brooks always ignored my texts. when Brooks came on this show, thankfully, after a long while, it was right before the state championship high school games. He came on and previewed some for us, and we were talking on the phone. I made a comment about sometimes getting behind on the text message, and he kind of giggled. And I was like, yeah, because you know what I'm talking about, don't you? He got a big kick out of that. Jason out in Flagstaff, Arizona. He said, don't forget the fried chicken that he stole that Dr. Brojo had left him and Beaver. He said, I'll never forget that. So that was who did it, huh? So that was Brojo who left the chicken. It was supposed to be for Brooks and Beaver, and Brooks left and took all of it with him. And wasn't it, was it fast food chicken or was it something else? I can't remember the exact detail on that. And then he said, Jason said, yeah. He says, Chuck Oliver isn't worth a piece of chewed bubblegum stick on the bottom of Chris Brooks' shoe. So Jason has weighed in on who he likes better. Moose Dog says that I played the Alabama fight song longer than the Mississippi State fight song. I mean, but did I? I don't know that I did. How did you know? How could you tell? I didn't think it was more. Now it's more. Okay. Thanks for the heads up, Moose Dog. I just had to get it right. Just get it right. Now we got it. Grumpy was in favor of that. He gave me a bunch of, clapping emojis. Likes the MSU fight song. One of my favorite ones I have is when they do the Go State, and it's on here somewhere, and I always wind up, thumbing through and then not being able to find it. I actually like playing that better than the official rendition of the fight song. It's just like, there it is right there, the Go State deal. There you go. And move that to the top where I can find it easier. All right. Rolling along with you here today on this Thursday. As you can tell, lots of breaking news and hard-hitting topics. We're serious around here, okay? We take ourselves seriously around here. Okay, no me joking around, having all that fun. This is serious sports talk radio, dadgummit. In the Bureau, the Farm Bureau Insurance Studio, Farm Bureau, go with the home team. Back after this. Stick around.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
The Junction Delis, Convenience Redefined, and Prince Oil Company, a match made in heaven. The Junction Deli, fueled by Prince Oil Company. Prince Oil Company has been fueling Central Mississippi since 1960s, pretty good little while. Wonderful people. Man, am I ever more tickled that they're a part of the show and I'm a part of their team now. As you know, if you listen to the radio show, I've been to the Junction in several different places around the state. I've bought gas just like you at a lot of places that are fueled by Prince Oil Company, and they are really wonderful people. By the way, that brand spanking new Junction Deli, Chevron, right across the highway from Germantown High School. It's in Canton, but we say Gluckstadt. Do you realize they and other Junction Delis, they serve country-pleasing sausage over there on the buffet? They don't get much better than that. The Junction and Prince Oil Company. That's what I'm talking about. We'll be right back after this message from C Spire. My name is Matt Wyatt. I host the Matt Wyatt radio show out of my home using C Spire fiber.
And when we hit the road as a family, Matt's show goes with us, thanks to C Spire Wireless.
Its ultra-reliable nationwide network lets me broadcast live from anywhere.
And never miss a moment that matters.
Connecting you to what inspires you most on C Spire's blazing fast 5G network. And right now, get your choice of free phone. That's customer inspired. That's C Spire. Welcome to my photography studio downtown Tupelo. Everybody needs a headshot, especially if you're in the professional world, in sales, any sort of customer related business.
outreach business, anything like that, everybody needs a headshot. Here at my photography studio in Tupelo, we do a lot more than just headshots, but we're kind of focusing on headshots for that very reason, because everybody needs it. Let me show you a little something about it. One thing I'm able to do here is sort of have 2 to 3 different looks in a small space that we can do in a short amount of time. Several different looks and styles of lighting with studio equipment, studio lighting. Some with flash, and a particular look that I've worked on, a constant lighting scenario where you sit down, the lights are already on, you lean in, and we kind of illuminate the whole face. And we get several options in the studio in a short amount of time. Here's 2 priorities for me when I shoot headshots. One is it has to look like you. Okay, none of this fake stuff. The other goal is it's got to look like you at your best. And that's my job as a photographer. And I've got a lot of experience over the years, and I feel really confident I can do that for you. I would love to schedule a session for you here at the studio in downtown Tupelo. I'm above the Reed's Gift Shop, just off of Troy Street, the corner of Troy and Spring. If you can't get to Tupelo, that's okay. Let's talk about it, because we can pack the studio up and come to you if the schedules fit and that sort of thing. I'd love to help you with your headshots. I think everybody needs them. I'm inviting you to please email me, reach out. You can go to my website, mattwhyattmedia.com, email address matt@mattwhyattmedia.com, and let's talk about your headshot. Farm Bureau Insurance in Mississippi, local agents in all 82 counties. So here's what that means. You have that fender bender, hopefully you don't, but let's say you do at an odd time. Something goes on. It's Saturday night at 11 p.m. You don't have to wait until Monday morning to call some 800 number and talk to someone 3 states away. You've got your agent's phone number right there on your phone because you go to church with him. Your kids go to school together. He lives right down the road.
To talk about it with Matt Wyatt right here, right now on the Zone 105.9 and worldwide at thezone1059.com.
Back with you, I'm Matt. In the Bureau, the Farm Bureau Insurance Studio, Farm Bureau Insurance. Go! With the home team. They are your home team. Jared on Facebook said, famous maroon band, or FMB for short, for the win. And they actually did win. I don't know if you saw that this week, Jared, but yeah, they have some band award that goes out every year to the top band. They got it. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a big deal. Band people told me it was a big deal. It was neat. Yeah, I wondered this. Tuba Dog said, is someone listening to the show with a stopwatch to time the fight songs? I wondered that. But it's okay when it's a State fan and they're saying, hey, look, there was too much Bama fight song. That's okay. I don't mind the stopwatch then. Regarding taking ourselves very seriously around here, and I mean that now, okay? All right, we take ourselves really seriously. Really hard. Game previews. Okay, let me ask you something. Like Ole Miss and Tulane, it's a game that you really believe in your heart of hearts. It'll be about a 40-point game. It may even be that at halftime. If that's what you really believe, how do you preview it? It's hard to do. It's not easy to do. But Jared says, to quote the Duke boys, we work hard, but we play harder. Okay. I like that better, the way you said it, Jared. We do work hard. I say Beaver really works hard. Okay, but we play harder. And greetings to you as well, G-Bama boy. We got some Alabama fans out today. They're getting ready to play Oklahoma tonight. That's a pretty good matchup, right? That's a pretty good ball game the first time that Oklahoma won it. And it's in Norman this time. And you can watch it tonight on ABC. They'll have a kickoff at 7 p.m. if you are so inclined. Might be a pretty good ball game. Oklahoma's defense, they're pretty doggone good. Pretty doggone good. And plenty of time to get ready for it. And everybody's wondering how healthy is Alabama, and all that stuff. But that'll be a pretty good game. It could go either way. Absolutely. That's one of those that, unlike some of the other playoff games, that's one of those you look at it and go, man, it could be close. Bama could win by 2 touchdowns. Oklahoma could win it by 2. Nothing would surprise me, and that's kind of how I feel about that one. Well, I said tonight. Yeah, tomorrow night. My bad. It's not Friday. It's tomorrow night. Tomorrow is Friday. Today is Thursday. Are there some games tonight? We'll look at those later. Yeah, actually a couple pretty good ball games last night too. The game that was in Mobile, Delaware and Louisiana, 1-score game. Delaware hanging on late to win it. I saw who was the quarterback for South Florida. He got knocked out of the game, and he took an unbelievable hit. Got his leg, like a jump pass deal, and then gets his legs taken out from under him, and the first thing hit the ground was his head. You knew right away he was seeing stars. Yeah, my bad. Alabama, Oklahoma's not tonight. It's tomorrow night. Thank you. Okay, well, fair is fair. If you're going to take requests, right? All right. Robbie texted the show and he said, play some Sonic Boom. I mean, it's well publicized at this point this week that we have some people that don't like it. Hey, fair's fair, Robbie. Yeah, and then he said, and rightfully so, he said, dude, get it together. It's Thursday. I'm sorry. Moose Dog, he corrected me also tomorrow night. J-Rock with a picture of his gas station lunch, and boy, howdy, that looks great. I mean, we have meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, butter beans, and cooked with some bacon, and a big roll. I don't think that's cornbread. I think it's a roll. I'm happy to admit I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge meatloaf fan. I don't mean the musician, God rest his soul, passed away a couple of years ago. No, I mean the actual thing. You know who used to have great meatloaf? Was Cracker Barrel. Man, I could go for. I might try that tonight. I could also go for some headlines. Here we go.
Good evening. I'm Ron Burgundy, and this is what's happening in your world.
Good evening, and welcome to Eyewitness News.
Here's what's making news.
Headlines on the show brought to you by the Mortgage Man Group, powered by Illuminate Bank right here in Mississippi. Y'all go see Went. Look him up at mortgagemanms.com. Anything mortgage related, buying, refinancing, anything in between, here, places like Starkville, Oxford, Tupelo, and all points in between. That's where you want to go. mortgagemanms.com. Headline number 1, Missouri quarterback Bo Pribula on the move again. Played well for Missouri this year, then got hurt. He transferred to Missouri from Penn State. So now he's informed Missouri he plans to enter the transfer portal. Now, the question is, does he want to stay at Missouri and he's just trying to get more money out of him? That's what a lot of people are doing. But I don't know. Just make a note. He may or may not play for Missouri next year. Ho hum, what else is new? Look at this. In the NFL, 3 days before hosting their biggest game at Soldier Field in years, the Chicago Bears are exploring moving outside of the city of Chicago. Now, how about that? In an open letter to fans last night, team president and CEO Kevin Warren said the Bears will explore other locations, including outside of Cook County, where the team owns a 326-acre property in Arlington Heights, Illinois. Talking about maybe building a dome stadium. But listen to this. That includes the possibility of moving the Bears out of Illinois altogether. They're even looking at Northwest Indiana. Now, would they keep the name Chicago? How are you going to go to Indiana, potentially, and call yourselves the Chicago Bears? You're not. And then finally, headline number 3, and I will not dwell on it very long because, if you need how many more examples do you need of the trashiness that is going on behind the scenes in college sports? Prediction market Kalshi notified a federal regulator last night that it was self-certifying markets on whether college athletes will enter the transfer portal. Now, while the company says it has no immediate plans to begin offering trading on the portal, the decision still drew sharp criticism from the NCAA. Now, they did say a lot of times we certify markets we don't end up, listing. But in a filing submitted to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, Kalshi wrote that contracts on the transfer portal will initially be listed starting yesterday, and that it intends to list such markets daily. The markets will include NCAA Division I football and basketball players, and it will be settled when a player publicly announces their intent to enter or officially enters the transfer portal. In other words, you can gamble on that, wager on that, and then you can win if said athlete can get convinced to get into the transfer portal. And bring your brooms, because it's a mess. And those are your headlines, brought to you by the Mortgage Man Group, powered by Illuminate Bank right here in Mississippi. Find them online at mortgagemanms.com, mortgagemanms.com. Grumpy text the show, Matt, the LA Rams play tonight. And then he wanted me to know that he makes outstanding meatloaf. Listen, bring that on, because I like meatloaf. I don't encounter good meatloaf very often. Yeah, tonight it's Rams and Seahawks, NFC West division game. 49ers fans like Beaver will be highly interested in the outcome of that ball game. Rams are 11-3. So are the Seahawks, and it's in Seattle. That'll be a heck of a ball game. Heck of a ball game. And unlike college football, you can watch an NFL game and understand what's going on. I don't mean X's and O's and are they in a 4-man front and playing cover 2. That ain't what I mean. What I mean is you can watch it and go, all right, they're under contract. They got pension. They got owners. Some are up for free agency. Others are not. We know who's there. We know who won't be there. We even know what they're getting paid. Coaches and all. Players, right on down to the punter. Contracts make sense. Paying their taxes. You can't say that about other major sports, can you? So I might watch a little Rams and Seahawks tonight. All right, listen. Hour 1 has flown by today in the Bureau, and we'll do hour 2 coming up. Back after this.
This Christmas, C Spire will help bring the ultimate holiday bundle down the chimney.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Well, look at what we have here. Christmas come early. Boom. Little green onion country pleasing. That's not all. Little original smoked sausage flavor. That's not all. Jalapeno and cheddar. It has to be one of my favorite, just judging by how much of that stuff I eat. Oh, can't forget. Andouille. Don't be saying andouille. It's andouille. last but not least, pork and pineapple bun size, 3 links bun size. Look at that right there. Whee! Be careful. Come on with it. It's mine. Come here, jalapeno. Oh, that's all mine. Country pleasing sausage.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Welcome to my photography studio downtown Tupelo. Everybody needs a headshot, especially if you're in the professional world, in sales, any sort of customer related business, outreach business, anything like that. Everybody needs a headshot. Here at my photography studio in Tupelo, we do a lot more than just headshots, but we're kind of focusing on headshots for that very reason, because everybody needs it. Let me show you a little something about it. One thing I'm able to do here is sort of have 2 to 3 different looks in a small space that we can do in a short amount of time. Several different looks and styles of lighting with studio equipment, studio lighting. Some with flash and a particular look that I've worked on, a constant lighting scenario where you sit down, the lights are already on, you lean in, and we kind of illuminate the whole face. And we get several options in the studio in a short amount of time. Here's 2 priorities for me when I shoot headshots. One is it has to look like you. Okay, none of this fake stuff. The other goal is it's got to look like you at your best. And that's my job as a photographer. And I've got a lot of experience over the years, and I feel really confident I can do that for you. I would love to schedule a session for you here at the studio in downtown Tupelo. I'm above the Reed's Gift Shop, just off of Troy Street, the corner of Troy and Spring. If you can't get to Tupelo, that's okay. Let's talk about it, because we can pack the studio up and come to you if the schedules fit and that sort of thing. I'd love to help you with your headshots. I think everybody needs them. I'm inviting you to please email me, reach out. You can go to my website, mattwyattmedia.com, email address matt@mattwyattmedia.com, and let's talk about your headshot.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Farm Bureau Insurance in Mississippi, local agents in all 82 counties. So here's what that means. You have that fender bender, hopefully you don't, but let's say you do at an odd time. Something goes on. It's Saturday night at 11 p.m. You don't have to wait until Monday morning to call some 800 number and talk to someone 3 states away. You've got your agent's phone number right there on your phone because you go to church with him. Your kids go to school together. He lives right down the road. You see each other at the ball games on Friday nights. So it's personal with your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in all 82 counties in this entire state. And if anything does arise and you need to, run it up the chain or up the flagpole, the home offices for Farm Bureau Insurance are in Jackson, Mississippi. It's right here in the state of Mississippi. It doesn't get more local than and personal, the service that you get with Farm Bureau Insurance in Mississippi. I can't recommend them highly enough. And if you haven't, recently, let them give you a quote. Home, life, auto. It's Farm Bureau Insurance. Go with the home team.
The FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
Power Up Series, brought to you by Swiffer Power Mop. Using a mop and bucket is not the only way to get your floors clean. There's a quicker way. Kick the bucket with the Swiffer Power Mop. It has built-in solution that breaks down dirt and grime, and a pad with 300-plus scrubbing strips that absorb and lock sticky messes. Brought to you by the Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one cleaning tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. Mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop. Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Get a $15 prepaid MasterCard after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
WRKS Pickens Jackson.
We are good to go.
With more of the Matt Wyatt Show. Coming to you direct and live at the Zone 105.9 and worldwide.
Now, here we go.
At the Zone1059.com.
Okay. Hour 2 has begun. That means we get plenty of more time together. We get to spend plenty of time together. Another good hour with Beaver driving this bus. He'll get you home safely in your driveway about an hour from now. And time to cover some games and matchups. Other important things like the fact that today is Thursday. I even started the show saying that, and then somewhere along the way forgot it and got it in my head that it was Friday. To those that are concerned, like Joe Mailman on the Country Pleasing text line who texted, oh no, Matt thought today was Friday, so he'll be off tomorrow. No, I don't intend to be off tomorrow. I've recognized that it, in fact, isn't Friday. It's Thursday. So we got that covered.
We believe that when we see it.
I know. Okay. All right. Just hang on.
Did you get my text?
Everyone, welcome Bill, Cowboy Bill.
Hey, Sherlock.
Uncle Sherlock Bill Holmes to the show. The great teddy bear caper has been solved. What are the details, sir?
Well, the details was it was our general manager, Ricky.
Who put it in the studio.
Yeah, he put the shirt on it, put it in the studios. But of course, you got the picture with the San Francisco chain, right?
It looks good. It's just the bear is so fat. It's like a fat person because it has no neck, so you can barely see the chain.
Beaver has claimed this bear, and he's now named it. Beaver, you want to tell him what the name's going to be of this bear? It's got the San Francisco chain. It's going to have a belt.
So, yeah, since the chain is already on there, Matt Wyatt, and at the home space, I have a 49ers championship belt, WWE style.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to put it around the bear's waist. And therefore, since it's a clearly 49ers bear at that point, it will henceforth be known as Barry Rice.
I don't hear no comments. Barry Rice. That's spelled B-E-A-R-Y. Barry Rice.
That is fantastic.
So we were talking about, we need to name him. Beaver said, I got the name already.
That is fantastic.
So we let Beaver name it.
Barry Rice. It's a 49ers bear. It has a Mississippi tie. The general manager himself put the ESPN T-shirt on it and stuck it in there. What is that like? What is that like? An extra small? Was that a baby size T-shirt we had?
No, all those T-shirts I think were large. is the biggest we had.
Okay, well then the bear's pretty good size
and
then.
Large because we gave a bunch of them at the Neshoba County Fair. And
oh my goodness!
And largest. I still got boxes full of them if you'd like one.
Hey, now I'll just be real with you, Bill. Anything with the worldwide acronym logo on it, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody looking at me going that acronym guy.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Beaver, we still have a lot of them left.
Beaver, that may be. Beaver, hey, great job naming the bear.
Barry.
How quickly did you come up with that? Did you have to work on it, or did just like a light bulb just came on and boom, you had it? B?
I guess light bulb style.
I mean, this is fantastic. Barry Rice?
I think when I walked in and said we need to name him, he went, oh.
That's great. That's great. And I'm dead. You don't realize how serious I am that I wish now, not only can we make Barry Rice the official mascot of our radio show and station, let's find some money, come up with an actual mascot suit, and I want to wear that thing on certain occasions. We having a remote or something, Bill, or we having an event with kids.
An extra tall suit.
Yeah, it would look kind of.
Could wear it.
Yeah, it's true.
It needs to be Beaver size. He needs to be in it.
I just want to do it. I've always wanted to be in one of those things and have that. Okay. Anyway, all right, good, great job.
Barry Rice.
When you see Ricky, tell him I said thanks because this has really worked out.
Now, when you get here, next time you come in, which will probably be next year. Now, I'm sure
it'll probably be January.
Yeah, you need to have your picture made with it, and bring Mary Liddy by, bring the wife by, the homecoming queen, get all the pictures made with Barry Rice.
Barry Rice. have our own little tourist attraction going on there.
There you go.
All right, great job, Bill. Thank you.
Thank you. Sherlock out.
Sure. And Beaver has named him Barry Rice. That is fantastic. I never would have thought of that. Well, that's just great. What do y'all think about the new mascot? If you want to see what it looks like, the belt isn't here. We'll get the belt later. From Beaver's going to bring it. But if you want to see what it looks like, I posted a picture. It's on X, formerly Twitter. I am Radio Wyatt. And you'll see what he looks like there. He's a cute fella. Cute. I started to say little teddy bear. He's a big one. He's cute. Coming up here in hour 2, we got headlines. We'll hit those again. I also have a soundbite that you need to hear from Jeff Traylor, head football coach at UTSA, the University of Texas San Antonio. Jeff Traylor. He's in the Sun Belt. Somebody asked him I'm sure it was a bowl prep media thing about tampering going on with coaches and people around college football, always, tampering with players who are on other teams that aren't in the transfer portal. They're not supposed to contact them, but they're doing it anyway. So I want you to hear that. Yeah, I'll just say this too. In playing those sound clips, I'm not going and looking for them. They pop up. I'll search college football on X, and these things are pretty obvious, because they'll go semi-viral or whatever. And so I'm not going to look. I'm not looking for things to pull out to make some case and draw up some narrative. What I'm doing is, on this show, I'm not going to shy away from the topic, in that we all have loved college sports and been following it our whole life. And what these people have done to it is downright criminal. And I'm not going to shy away from it and paint you some rosy pic. Others can do it if they want to. Okay, that's their shows, and you can decide, what you will or won't listen to. I understand that's the way it works. I'm sure that there are some people that go, sometimes Matt is a little too negative when it comes to college sports, so I'm not going to listen. I understand that may be the risk that I'm taking by doing this, but I'm not going to paint you some picture that isn't accurate. Paint some rosy painting in front of you so that you'll ignore, the whole thing burning down behind the scenes and think it's fine. Effectively like what a lot of these talking heads are doing, which is kind of the same thing as, they paint the front of the house and mow the front yard so that you'll drive by and think everything's wonderful. Meanwhile, weeds are growing up in the backyard and the house is falling in on the inside. Oh, but the front looks great. That's what most of your media is doing. And if you like that, go ahead on. It's great. Fine. It's your life. It's your attention. Do what you want. But I'm not going to do it on this show. To whatever the cost is. The reality. Because, see, I'm not the one that's drumming it up. It's day after day after day after day. Head football coaches, ADs, people on the committee, they say these things. And really what they're doing is just kind of saying it out in the air, because even they know nobody's going to do anything. There's nobody to do anything. They're just basically sounding the alarm. And I'll give Drinkwitz that credit that he said it. We heard it yesterday. Sounding the alarm that, hey, just letting you know, it's on fire. You might want to know that. Meanwhile, please send in your tithes and offerings while we figure it out. Well, I'm not going to be that. I'm just not doing it. To whatever end. Okay, so we will have another one of those sound clips today. It will come from Jeff Traylor, the head coach at UTSA. This time the subject will be specifically the tampering thing that everybody talks about. Like, we had a player who didn't put his name in the portal, yet he was still fielding phone calls from coaches and staffs around the country. They're trying to pull him into the portal so that he would go and throw in money at him. You go, that's tampering. We'll cover that. All right, so there. Let me get to your text. Regarding Bo Pribula, the quarterback who transferred from Penn State to Missouri, played at Missouri this year, won the starting job, got hurt, finished the year on the bench. I think he came back late, didn't he? Yeah, I think he came back late. Maybe he's back now. I don't know. At any rate, he's back in the transfer portal, and Moose Dog says he's going to Virginia Tech, which would make sense, right? Because James Franklin, the former Penn State coach who's now at Virginia Tech, would be who he signed with coming out. So that would make sense. Yeah, okay. Regarding the Bears possibly moving to Indiana. Now, they could just go outside of Chicago, still be the Chicago Bears. And I said, if you're in Indiana, which they said that was one possibility, are they still going to call themselves the Chicago Bears? So Scott brings up the point that both the New York Giants and the New York Jets are actually in New Jersey. That's where the stadium is, right? And I guess maybe the headquarters and everything else. So, it has happened. Thibodeau brought up the same thing. Thibodeau, I'm just glad that you are still listening and texting, even after you told me that you're sick of the sonic boom on this show, and I'm still playing it. I even played it today. I'm just glad to know you're still around. That we didn't run you off. And I see Bama fan texted the show. And Bama fan is an example. He's a big Alabama fan, but he understands what he's looking at. And he kind of, I think he and I are on the same page with a lot of this stuff with, college sports. It's like a barn fire. But there's everybody, it's like we're all, the whole world, coaches included and athletes, it's like we're all looking at it going, hey, man, it's on fire. But we're just saying it to each other. There is no fire truck who's going to roll up and put the fire out. There is no fire department, no volunteer, nothing. That's kind of what it feels like. We're all just stuck with the only thing we can do, Bama fan, is sit there and look and go, man, it's on fire. It's burning down. That's all we got is talk. It's noted, literally nothing being done about any of it. Or going to be. I don't guess. I can't even see any light at the end of the tunnel on that. We'll get into that later. Let's see here. Jared talking about the Alabama versus Oklahoma game tomorrow. Not tonight, like I said. Well, before I read this, now those on the live stream, you can see Jared's comment. I'll read it to you on the radio here coming up, but just real quick out there. Who do you think is going to win that game? Do y'all have a pick? Alabama or Oklahoma tomorrow? I see that should be a competitive game. Two teams that are on the same level. And yeah, they're in the same conference, but not for long, or hadn't been for long. But already played each other. Close game, real competitive. It could go either way. That's a pretty good ball game to look at. Might be an okay investment of your time. Who do you think is going to win? I'll tell you who I think is going to win. Part of that is I just wanted to play the Boomer Sooner fight song. And I really do. I think they'll win, even though they won the first time. It's hard to beat somebody twice. I think their defense is the difference. That's what I think. Jared said, what are the odds on Nick Saban picking Oklahoma tomorrow night? I bet he's not going to pick Oklahoma. What do you think, Jared? Are we on the same page? I would bet Saban's not going to pick Oklahoma. Bama fan disagrees. He thinks Alabama's going to get the revenge. He's going with 28-10 Alabama. I'll tell you one thing. That'd be you go into them. They've had weeks to get ready for it. They already beat you once. You go in there, you put up 28. It's kind of like when Ole Miss went in there earlier this year and put up 30-something points. You talk about impressive. Because to me, from what I've seen, which is a good portion of some of the Texas and Oklahoma game, and then, gosh, I saw him against somebody else. Missouri, that's who I saw him against. And Oklahoma's defense looked good to me. They completely shut down Missouri. The thing is, though, Oklahoma's a good defense, and Missouri is a one-dimensional offense, or was. So maybe that fooled me. But I think, you go in there, this scenario, put up 28 on Oklahoma's defense, you've done something. That's what I think. All right, more of your comments, your texts coming up right now. We'll flip it over to the phone. The Junction phone line. Junction delis all across the state of Mississippi. Fueled by Prince Oil Company. You know, you pull up to the pump, fuel in your gas tank. Then you go inside, a little fuel in your belly from the Junction Deli. And on line one of the Junction phone, it is Iron Man 1961. I'm glad you called back, Iron Man. I'm sorry that the break cut you off yesterday, but thanks for calling back. What's up? Hey, come in, Iron Man. There you go. What's up? Well, I can't hear him. We'll have to try it again. Call us back. Connection is not G-hawing right there, so we'll try it again. Hang up and call us back. We'll see if we can get a better connection. J-Rock texted the show. He's the one who's eating that meatloaf and butter beans, mashed potatoes with gravy, and a roll that he got at the gas station, which looks fantastic. He said, hey, man, I think the coaches he says, I think the coaches, fans, majority do not like pay for play. Then he says, I'm pretty sure the players like it. Oh, you know they do. Well, especially as opposed to not getting paid, right? Okay, the good old days of, quote unquote, good old days of most, not all. I mean, you had some teams, you know, the Alabamas, the Georgias, the Ohio States, and the LSUs, that they'd have a bunch of guys getting cash and benefits and cars and everything, even, you know, before you were supposed to do it. Most schools would have a handful, a couple, 4, 5 maybe, that were getting any sort of significant benefits, like on a regular basis. So, yeah, in that regard. But to me, and I think also the majority feel this way, J-Rock, the fact that, you know, players get money in some shape, form, or fashion is really not the issue. The issue is setting up a structure where boosters are going to pay them. Money's not even really coming from school revenue until they kick in this revenue share. But again, that doesn't go directly to the players generating the revenue. That a lot of that revenue that football generates is going to other athletes and other sports that don't generate any revenue. You see what I mean? So that's all almost a different animal. What we're saying is a scenario where you have some leverage. The money to pay the players is coming from boosters and fans sending their money in. Sometimes large donations, sometimes meager. They're all a part of it in some shape, form, or fashion. Okay. And then having no sort of contractual agreement, no way to hold them to it, no way to negotiate. They're going to be there for 3 years. They're going to be there for 4 years. You know what I mean? Like you do in pro football. So, you know, the idea that you have pay for play, I mean, that's questionable. I mean, you can, yeah, sure, the players like it. But that it's all out, no rules, no structure, and no one person or no 10 people with the kind of backbone to actually form something that could pull it off of all that and make it make sense for the people who are funding it. And again, I believe the reason they won't do it is because ultimately it would cut into what they are making individually. They're covering their own rear end. That's what I think. Well, see, to me, that's not leadership at all. That ain't even really the definition of leadership. The CYA, that's not leadership. That's something else altogether. Bama fan said, you have to remember, Oklahoma won that game earlier this year 24-21. They scored on a pick six, and Bama fumbled inside its 20, gave them 14 points. It is true. It is true. You know, and that was in Tuscaloosa, right? And that's another thing. That was Oklahoma going into your building and pulling some of that. Sure, you know, defensive scores, you know, it's hard to go transient property and just say that's going to happen in every game because it doesn't. I know. But, you know, some familiarity, some time to get ready for it. what I've read about maybe a little bit of a banged up quarterback for Alabama, I don't know. And then a couple of weeks to get ready for the game. It could happen. I said it earlier, and I still feel that way, Bama fan. It's one of those where it's dead even to me. Maybe a little advantage Oklahoma, a tiny one being at home, but it's dead even. And so any result in that game's not really going to surprise me. If you were to tell me, hey, I just watched the game, the final score is Alabama won it by 16 points. Okay, not really all that surprised. Oklahoma won it by 15, 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. Okay, not surprised. It was a 1-point game. Somebody kicked the field goal right at the end. Not surprised one bit. It's just that kind of matchup. It could go, any type of result I think is on the table. Maybe just this side of one team running the other one off the field. Real Unnamed said, look back at the stats with the Alabama-Oklahoma game. And see, and he's pointing out what you pointed out, Bama fan. He said Alabama dominated, but had 3 turnovers and a missed field goal. Lost by 2 points. Alabama does have a lot of injuries, but if they play clean, Unnamed Texter says, I lean Alabama. But Oklahoma will be ready at home and appears to have Alabama's number. So there you go. There you go. Okay, so I will play for you the sound clip from Jeff Traylor, head coach UTSA, when we come back. And Jason in Flagstaff, I got your tweet/post on X that is something with Charles Barkley talking about the same stuff. And I'll take a look at that in a break too, and we'll talk about it when we come back. On the other side, I'm Matt in the Bureau, the Farm Bureau Insurance Studio. We are staying connected to you because of C Spire. The #1 network in Mississippi is C Spire, customer inspired. Check them out at cspire.com. Back after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey y'all, Matt Wyatt here. Each week on the Mississippi Outdoors Podcast, we talk with the people who live it. Hunters, biologists, game wardens, local celebrities, and storytellers that know Mississippi better than anyone.
Those bass come up there and attack them. You know how mean bass can be there.
You're never going to believe this. Matt Wyatt just talked about your deer on the radio. I said, what did he say? He said, it was Photoshopped. And I said, what?
They don't know anything about hunting. They just have never had that right, that freedom.
Dude, that's us, man. That's what we do. So tune in. Be inspired, and we'll see you outdoors.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Yeah. Farm Bureau Insurance in Mississippi. Local agents in all 82 counties. So here's what that means. You have that fender bender, hopefully you don't, but let's say you do at an odd time. Something goes on. It's Saturday night at 11 p.m. You don't have to wait until Monday morning to call some 800 number and talk to someone 3 states away. You've got your agent's phone number right there on your phone because you go to church with him. Your kids go to school together. He lives right down the road. You see each other at the ball games on Friday nights. So it's personal with your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in all 82 counties in this entire state. And if anything does arise and you need to, run it up the chain or up the flagpole, the home offices for Farm Bureau Insurance are in Jackson, Mississippi. It's right here in the state of Mississippi. It doesn't get more local than and personal, the service that you get with Farm Bureau Insurance in Mississippi. I can't recommend them highly enough. And if you haven't, recently, let them give you a quote. Home, life, auto. It's Farm Bureau Insurance. Go with the home team.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Well, look at what we have here. Christmas come early. Boom. Little green onion country pleasing. That's not all. Little original smoked sausage flavor. That's not all. Jalapeno and cheddar. It has to be one of my favorite, just judging by how much of that stuff I eat. Oh, can't forget. Andouille. Don't be saying andouille, it's andouille. And last, but not least, pork and pineapple. Bun size, 3 links bun size. Look at that right there. Whee! Be careful. Come on with it. It's mine. Come here, jalapeno. Oh, that's all mine. Country pleasing sausage. The Junction Deli's, convenience redefined, and Prince Oil Company, a match made in heaven. The Junction Deli, fueled by Prince Oil Company. Prince Oil Company has been fueling Central Mississippi since 1960. It's a pretty good little while. Wonderful people. Man, am I ever more tickled that they're a part of the show and I'm a part of their team now. As you know, if you listen to the radio show,
1059 and worldwide at thezone1059.com.
back with you, I'm Matt. In the Bureau, the Farm Bureau Insurance Studio. Farm Bureau, go with the home team. They are your home team at Farm Bureau Insurance all across the great state of Mississippi. Your hometown heroes in all 82 counties. That's your local Farm Bureau insurance agents. Hey, look at here. Let's see. Regarding the game. Will comments on YouTube, says, I didn't have country pleasing sausage today, but I did have sausage from a huge wild boar that a friend of mine took from Hillsdale National Wildlife Refuge on a hunting trip. Well, and was it good? How'd you have it? By itself? On a biscuit? Details, Will. We need the details. He said he's hoping that Bama pulls off a 1-point win tomorrow night against Oklahoma. And they went hunting together as a family. His wife killed a doe the other day. Back straps from that thing at supper last night. My man Will catches fish, watches football, and eats good. And a boy, Will, good to hear from you. All right, let's see. Jared, yeah, this was regarding the story that the Chicago Bears are considering different locations, including one in Indiana. It's just wild. He says the Bears doing that in Indiana makes as much sense as the Cincinnati airport being in Kentucky. Yeah. Or, okay, let's take it a step further, Jared. It makes as much sense as Cal being in the Atlantic Coast Conference. You know, someday, Jared, here's what's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe I might live long enough to see it. I hope I do. But someday, somebody's going to make a documentary, okay, about all this, the downfall of college sports as we knew it there for about, 100 years. Whatever it is then, I don't know. Who knows what it'll look like. I hate to sound so cynical too, but the bad guys in it, the ones that documentary is not going to be very kind to, are a lot of your quote-unquote leaders in college sports now, whether it be NCAA or conference commissioners and all that kind of stuff. When that happens down the road, whether it's 10 or 15 years, and we get this massive documentary that's really well done by whoever the next Ken Burns is, it will not be kind to them. Okay? But I can only imagine that they might even just start right there. Like the what if I told you? What if I told you that one day the University of California at Berkeley found itself in the Atlantic Coast Conference? And that's probably the opening line of that all-encompassing documentary. Jared went on to say Oklahoma's defense beats up Simpson. He's got a final of 24-13 Oklahoma. Hey, here's Sven all the way from Berlin in Germany. He's on YouTube. He says, Hail State, everyone. Matt, it's not hard to beat a team twice. It's hard to beat a good team once, twice, or 3 times. He says, if State plays Alcorn twice, what are the chances Alcorn beats us? And if we play Georgia, he says, we will lose 9 times out of 10. Okay? So you don't think I should have said that? That'd be hard for Oklahoma to beat Alabama twice. He went on to say that if Alabama loses, it'll be because they have 0 run game. Now, regarding transfer portal paying the players, Sven said Bryce Underwood signed with Michigan because Portnoy paid him $12 million for 4 years. Says after year 1, he's in the transfer portal, or will be. And then finally, the weird thing on the location deal, Jeff added this. He said, or Jackson International Airport being in Pearl, Mississippi. Yeah, so we got other examples of that. The Giants are in New Jersey, Cal in the ACC, the Cincinnati Airport's in Kentucky, and the Jackson Airport's in Pearl. Okay. So it's just a name. Like what's in a name? Apparently not much. All right. I told you I'd play this for you. Listen to this. Jeff Traylor, head football coach, UTSA. Anybody know who they playing with? Are they in a bowl game? I'm looking it up. Yeah. They play Florida International on not this Friday, but next, the day after Christmas, in the Serve Pro First Responders Bowl in Dallas, Texas, at Gerald Ford Stadium. Anyway, so they had a practice, like a media gathering, asking the coach questions after one of their practices. And Jeff Traylor, head coach UTSA, had this to say.
If it seems like the tampering is the biggest issue, the portal
There's
is
no
not
such
even
thing
open.
as tampering. There's no such thing. Coaches talk to players, agents talk to players. Oh, well, the internal men, coach. You think those players are going to give me the coach that's actually talking to them? Why? It's driving the price up. The more they get driven up, the price goes up higher and higher and higher. And as long as there are people going to pay it, who's going to stop it? What's going to stop this? What's going to stop it? Only the free enterprise system is going to stop it. Because when there's no more money left, what are we going to all do?
What do you think? And did you catch all of it? So it was a question about tampering and all that. I saw where one person that posted it said certain NIL agents hate the SCORE Act because it would stop them from bilking college kids. Yeah. And see, so here you have a coach that one of the things he's touching on, okay, it's a tampering thing. He says, but there is no such thing. It's kind of like back when some of this started bubbling up and you would hear me go, look, if you can't enforce your supposed rules, then you don't have rules. You don't have them. You essentially, effectively, you don't have rules without enforcement of those rules. Because without enforcing the rules, you don't have them. You might as well not have them. You essentially don't have them, right? So don't tell me about rules. Tell me about enforcement. You don't have enforcement? You can't enforce them? Well, then you don't have them. And if you don't have rules, you don't have a league. If there are no rules, there are no leagues. There's only, financial agreements. That's all there is. So he's saying there's no such thing as tampering. Because who am I going to complain to about it? Because a player is not going to tell you which coach is calling them. Because by not doing it, all it does is drive the price up. Price keeps going up and up and up. And what you have all across college football is you have coaches who are trying to get ready to go play a bowl game, right? And you have a certain number of players who have the bilking agent, not a good agent, but one who's really just trying to wedge in there to make them a big sum of cash off of the hip of some player who can actually, demand it. You talk your way into it. You convince the player that I can help you. Player strikes a deal, and you go out here and you don't really do much other than just leverage people and get on the phone. And whatever he gets, you pull way higher percentage than any player ought to be paying you. Okay, so you have that. Well, and you have coaches that are getting ready for bowl games, and they'll have a certain number of players say to them, I need this. Or the agent says, my guy needs this with this many commas. Okay, and we need it on such and such a day and spread out across this thing and this many payments. This is how, otherwise he's going to sit this one out and hit the portal and go somewhere else. See what I mean? So then it affects your bowl game, and now we're down to which ones matter and which ones don't. You see that whole thing going on? But that's kind of what they're dealing with. And then, of course, the part of it at the end where he goes, what's the end game in this? Because you have some schools just completely run out of money.
If it seems like the tampering is the biggest issue, the portal
There's
is
no
not
such
even
thing
open.
as tampering. There's no such thing. Coaches talk to players, agents talk to players. Oh, well, the internal men, coach. You think those players are going to give me the coach that's actually talking to them? Why? It's driving the price up. The more they get driven up, the price goes up higher and higher and higher. And as long as there are people going to pay it, who's going to stop it? What's going to stop this? What's going to stop it? Only the free enterprise system is going to stop it. Because when there's no more money left, what are we going to all do?
And when there's no money left, what are we going to do? Miko, you texted me on the Country Pleasing text line, and you said, Matt, paying college players was the worst thing they could have done. End of story. Okay, but Miko, here's the thing about that. You have to take that opinion and that argument to the people, media, agents, lawyers, all that group of people who kept lobbying for it all those years, and take it to them and argue with them about it. I mean, really. And convince them that it's the worst thing that's ever happened. Because you had plenty of media, short-sighted media, and other people, fans included, that would say they were lobbying for it. We want to pay players. Well, there were two groups of people who really wanted to see all that happen other than the players. You know who they were? One, lawyers/agents who could make money off of the players, so they were selfish about it. Two, fans and media of certain schools who knew without open pay for play, you can't compete. Your only chance to compete is open pay for play, so then you can get players. Otherwise, you can't get players, and hadn't been able to. That was the only people that lobbied for it. Plain as day. Stick around.
This is Jake Mangum, former Mississippi State Bulldog. I know a thing or two about the value of a strong team. Farm Bureau works hard to get me through thick and thin. They've got exceptional customer service and competitive insurance rates that keep me protected. If you aren't already on the team, it's time to join Farm Bureau. Visit favrates.com for great rates on home and auto insurance, or find a local agent at msfbins.com. Farm Bureau Insurance. Go with the home team.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-1783. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes. And
after these messages, we'll be right back.
Farm Bureau Insurance in Mississippi. Local agents in all 82 counties. So here's what that means. You have that fender bender, hopefully you don't, but let's say you do at an odd time. Something goes on. It's Saturday night at 11 p.m. You don't have to wait until Monday morning to call some 800 number and talk to someone 3 states away. You've got your agent's phone number right there on your phone because you go to church with him. Your kids go to school together. He lives right down the road. You see each other at the ball games on Friday nights. So it's personal with your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in all 82 counties in this entire state. And if anything does arise and you need to, run it up the chain or up the flagpole, the home offices for Farm Bureau insurance are in Jackson, Mississippi. It's right here in the state of Mississippi. It doesn't get more local than and personal, the service that you get with Farm Bureau insurance in Mississippi. I can't recommend them highly enough. And if you haven't, recently, let them give you a quote. Home, life, auto. It's Farm Bureau insurance. Go with the home team.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Well, look at what we have here. Christmas come early. Boom. Little green onion country pleasing. That's not all. Little original smoked sausage flavor. That's not all. Jalapeno and cheddar. It has to be one of my favorite, just judging by how much of that stuff I eat. Oh, can't forget. Andouille. Don't be saying andouille, it's andouille. And last, but not least, pork and pineapple. Bun size, 3 links bun size. Look at that right there. Be careful. Come on with it. It's mine. Come here, jalapeno. Oh, that's all mine. Country pleasing sausage. We'll be right back after this message from C Spire. My name is Matt Wyatt. I host the Matt Wyatt radio show out of my home using C Spire fiber.
And when we hit the road as a family, Matt's show goes with us, thanks to C Spire Wireless.
Right now on the Zone 1059 and worldwide at thezone1059.com.
And back with you, I'm Matt. In the Bureau. So I agreed with Miko that one of the worst things that happened was just outright pay them. He said, period. And Bo disagrees. Bo texted and said, Matt, I disagree. I think it's a good thing. Think of all the players that are not going to make the NFL that are making life-changing money now. He said, these kids work their childhood away to get to an SEC team. I know growing up, if someone in our family would have made $1 million or $2 million over 4 years, it would have changed our life as broke as we were. And that's Bo on the Country Pleasing text line. Country Pleasing sausage on grocery store shelves throughout the Southeast. Hey, I got an event I want you to know about that's going on in the metro area tomorrow. A swabulous Christmas event. This is going on at tomorrow, Friday, December 19th. From 1 to 3:30. So actually it will start while we are on the air here. It'll be at the Madison County Schools Central Office Warehouse. Don't worry, I'm going to give you this info again, like where it is and the times. What this is, a swabbing party for potential donors of blood stem cells. Okay, this is for people ages 18 to 55. You could be a match that could help save someone's life. It says here, if you are 18 to 55 years old, in good health, then come and register, take a swab. It's so easy. Swab of your mouth, your cheeks, and they're going to see if you're a match for someone that is in need of a blood stem cell donation. It's free, quick, painless. It will be a good atmosphere, fun and festive. You have a chance to make a difference. It's the easiest gift that you could possibly give this year. It's a simple swab. They're going to check and see if you match. Again, and this is going on tomorrow at the Madison County Schools Central Office Warehouse. Here is the address. 476 Highland Colony, Ridgeland. You go through the east gate there, the Madison County Schools Central Office Warehouse. Tomorrow, 1 to 3:30. It's called the Swabulous Christmas event. If you're 18 to 55, you're in good health. It's a simple swab of the mouth cheek. They're going to see if you match. And if you do, you could save someone's life by donating blood stem cell. And they'll let you know, and they'll contact you. And it also, just a note, if you can't make it tomorrow and you want to help, they have a link where you can register and request a swab kit be sent to your home. Okay, so you might even look it up on Facebook, Swabulous Christmas Event, and I'll make sure that in the first hour tomorrow I remind you as well. All right? All right. And I'll say this too. If there's anybody listening and you're like, I was driving, I didn't catch all that, you can just email me, Matt@MattWyattMedia.com, or, message me on Facebook or X, I'm Radio Wyatt, and I'll send you that flyer, and it's got all the info on it, okay? So if you want that, I'll send it to you. Happy to do that. Tomorrow, 1 to 3:30. Oh, and Jason in Flagstaff, thanks for sending that, the comment from Sir Charles regarding the NCAA and the college sports environment that we have. Here's what Charles Barkley said about it, a portion of what he said about it.
I'm trying to figure out how we have screwed up college sports. I would call it the Wild Wild West, but that would be disrespectful to the Wild Wild West. NIL every year, the transfer portal. I have no idea where college sports are going, but it's going in a bad direction. We have screwed up college sports for 1%. 1% of players who probably make all the money, but we're going to end up screwing the other 99% who actually need college to get a free education. There's going to be a lot of schools that are going to have to go under because they can't afford or can't pay players. I think the women's sports are really going to suffer the most, and it's going to be very interesting what happens in college sports the next couple of years.
So that's Charles Barkley. Thanks for sending that along. It's an interesting point. Yeah, you're sort of legislating to a very small percentage, but therefore affecting the other 99% that, whether it be non-revenue sports, athletes in non-revenue sports, or kids that are getting education paid for at all kinds of places who it was, a scholarship thing. And now because of, at certain levels, because of a revenue share mandate, there will be some places that simply go, look, I hate to say it, but we just can't afford it. So this sport is cut, and this sport is cut, and this sport is cut, and there go your coaches, and there go your scholarships and those deals. Well, what about all that? So, yeah, it's crazy to me to see that nobody knows what direction it's going. But everybody, from Charles Barkley to the head coach at UTSA, to Eli Drinkwitz at Missouri, to little old me over here in Mississippi, we can see the thing on fire, up in flames. Oh, man, but ain't it pretty? Warm yourself by that fire. Throw some money at it. Maybe that'll put the fire out, huh? It makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? Up in smoke. Yeah. On this day, now this is big. This maybe not big in everybody's life. This was big stuff in my life. Ready? On this day, in 1985, we had on TV the 50th episode of...
In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles Underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of...
Can y'all even hear that guy, what he's saying?
Problem. If no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
The A-Team! How about that intro? I don't know, but when I was, hey, what grade are you in when you're like 8, 9 years old? What is that? First grade, second grade? When I was in the second grade, there were very few things that were a bigger deal to me than the A-Team. You had, of course, Hannibal, George Peppard. You had B.A., Mr. T. And I don't know the actors that were the others, but you had Face and Murdoch. If you go back now and watch some of the old original A-Team episodes, man, the guy, Murdoch, he was funny. He was genuinely funny. And no, other than Peppard, it wasn't the best acting, It wasn't the best special effects and fight scenes. Like it's one of those shows you can go back and watch. It was pretty benign because nobody ever got shot. Man, they're shooting at each other all day, never hit anything. But that's the way it was back then. The A-Team. And I did watch the movie that came out, ever how recently that was, with new people. Didn't quite add up to me. Not to the old one. Man, how throwback is that? Okay, so that was on this day in 1985. We have some birthdays of note. Born on this day in 1886, Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb lived from 86 to 1961. 1886 to 18. So Ty Cobb was born on this day in 1886. Steven Spielberg, born on this day, 1946. All time, your favorite Spielberg thing. A lot of people of a certain age would say E.T. I'm going to go with the Indiana Jones stuff. Oh, but he also did Spielberg do Goonies? I think he did. Born on this day in 1954, he passed away 3 years ago, Ray Liotta, who played Shoeless Joe in Field of Dreams, And of course, he was in Goodfellas. Today is Ron White's birthday, tater salad. He's still kicking. He was born on this day in 1956, Ron White. And born on this day in 1963, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's having a birthday. How old does that make him? Some math on that. He's getting on up there. What? Brad Pitt's born in 60. Man, he's getting old. Anyhow, happy birthday to them. And to you if you have one. That'll wrap it up for today. We solved the teddy bear caper. We now have a mascot. Barry Rice in the studio. For Beaver, I'm Matt. All of us here on the show. We'll see you tomorrow. See you then. See ya.